This is a brand new factory builder that has really impressed me. This is MicroFab. The premise is that we are in control of a fabrication facility for chips. What does that mean? Well, it means that we need to make money, and we need to make some product as well. So up at the top here, we've got our cash, whole bunch of resources, silicon wafers, copper, gold, etc. We also have, I guess we got like a factory floor plan, but this is quite deceiving. Things can spice up, and indeed they will spice up. So we've also got our resources represented over here: silicon, gold, copper, plastics. That is all fine. What we're going to do, at least in the first instance, is to place a source. That means that we are going to bring the resources into the factory here. The building is currently unpowered, so let's rectify that. Let's just throw down I don't know, just a single generator for now should be fine. The silicon wafer is going to be brought in from this position. This is our, I guess, loading dock area. Silicon wafer is going to get brought in. We're going to bring in, there we go, bring in the silicon wafer on the belts. Excellent. From there, we're going to place down an etcher. This is the basic building block of any silicon into chip factory, I believe. What we can also do is we can chain these etchers together in order to turn them into three layered silicon wafers. Let's place down another little power facility real quick. There we go, and then a little bit of belt. There we go, and look at that. We have got a etched wafer. It has got 3 etchings on it, and look at that. We can sell it now for $78. That is very, very cool. And in fact, let's just go and get that marketed. Sure, let's throw that into the market right here, and as you can see, we are now going to start making money. However, we are going to be depleting our stockpile of silicon, and we're going to have to buy some more silicon at some point. It does cost quite a lot of cash, actually. To get an additional 100 silicon, that's going to be 2,975 units. So obviously, we're going to try and optimize exactly what we are making, so that we get a little bit more bang for our buck. Let's just stop that right there. Let's let everything get to its sort of like latest stage of etching, and then let's have a little look at some of our sort of like minor objectives. Place a wire bonder. Okay, so we don't actually have access to the wire bonder. We only have access to belts. We've got some processing facilities. We've got a recycler. Doesn't really matter. We've got a market. We've got power. And we have a research facility. Let's place the research facility down right now. We also need to make sure that it is powered. The power situation is that we don't need to make sure that anything is connected. It is just the total amount of power. The total amount of power here that we have to deal with. Also, we've got rent. We've got $500. Rent is due. Okay, that's fine. We'll deal with that. It's okay. Definitely not stressed or anything. That's fine. Let's pause. So this research center is kind of cool. What we can do is we can jump on into the research tech tree, and if you'll remember, wire bonding, one of our little sort of like minor objectives. Let us start the process of researching here. Requirements: we've got 3 cycles, etched wafer, 3+ layers. So what that means that we need to do is it means that we need to grab some belts, and instead of going into you know what? That's fine. We'll just move this. Oops. We'll just move you right on over to there. That is good. And I think that should be everything. That should be everything that we require. Did I get this started? There we go. Excellent. Looking good. Wire bonding coming in here. We are progressing this at a very, very nice rate. We don't currently have the ability to do any belt splitting or anything like that, so we're just going to have to wait until this is done. There we go. Look at that. Wire bonding technology. Excellent. There's a couple of little sort of technological briefs, whatnot. I don't particularly care. I don't need to really worry about that. You're generating steady income now. Okay, great. Thank you very much. Cool. Don't worry. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to disable these messages because they're coming a little thick and fast for me. Anyway, let's take you back, and then let's get this moved back into there. That seems like a pretty good course of action. Is there any other research? Actually, tell you what, hold on. I've had a better idea. Oh, You made 50 whole chips. Wow, 50, that's a number. I remember my 51st chips. Wait, no, I don't, because I started at the top, sweetheart. Some of us were born to lead, and some of us were born to fetch coffee for the leaders. Guess which one you were. Uh-huh. Okay, well, that sounds like that is my competitor. Don't worry, I've already placed a research center. We're already on top of that. Anyway, I have unlocked, with the... with that bit of research that I did, the wire bonder. This is going to allow me to start making some more complicated buildings. So if we have a little look at the wire bonder, you can see recipes by tier. We've got wafer plus copper. Plus copper is going to give me the X1000. And if I add gold to the mix, which is definitely something that I'm interested in doing, which is wafer plus copper plus gold, then we can nab ourselves the X1000T. Now, I don't know the cost difference, but let's... how much do I get for selling this belt? 40 bucks to refund? Okay, so I get 100% of the refund cost back. That's nice. That's nice. Also, I should say that this game, currently, I'm playing it on itch.io. It is available for free if indeed you are interested in checking out this build of the game. I think it's really worth looking into, to be honest. Right, let's move you up there. Let's move you over here. Let's move you into there. Let's move you out to here. And let's see. Can we rotate you to that position? We absolutely can. Let's get as many wafers into the wire bonder as we can. Then let's go to source input. Source input over here. We're going to set this input to gold. We're going to set this input to copper. And then we are going to belt, basic belt, right the way across to here. And we're going to belt up. This is going to get removed. We just right click to remove, which is grand. And then you go up this way. And you go up this way. I think that's it. That's all that's required, I believe. But then occasionally, yeah, we'll need to replace you. You get to the front. And then how about that? Does that work? Yeah, so sometimes it just doesn't want to go in. I have noticed that before. There we go. Cool. All right, that's looking great. So now we should be making the X1000 and T, whatever that is. Right, so next thing that we need to do is get you back into play, and then we need to actually start making a little bit of money. So that's some proper chips that we've got here. We're selling these chips for, what is that, 150 bucks a piece? That is not bad at all, to be honest. Saturation, we're apparently not at saturation. History, we can have a little look at the income that we make, but that's working great. Look at that, economy goal has been completed. We have earned 5,000 coins. Very, very nice indeed. Any other early goals that we want to get through? Produce a chip. I think this is a chip, though, isn't it? Apparently, it's not a chip. Let's have a little look at our research objectives. See what we've got. Chip packaging, quality inspection, auto purchase. What about this? 6 cycles, etched wafer, 3+. You know what? Let's start the process of researching this. Now, you do not currently have any of the resources that we need, but that's okay. We can also have a little look. How are we doing? We're low on copper. Let's buy 50 copper? Yeah, I'll buy 50 copper. In an ideal world, right, we don't want to have a super large amount of resources just sort of kicking around. That's not really super optimal, but I think for now we're okay. There we go. So we're buying in pretty large quantities, decent enough quantities anyway that I'm not upset. I'm gonna get some basic etchers. This is gonna be quite an expensive process to get everything that I want to get down, but I think it's really important that I do this so that we have the ability to maintain our sort of like level of output at the same time as let's move you to there, I guess. Yeah, I want to make sure that we maintain our current levels of output. Excuse me. There we go. I want to make sure that we maintain our current levels of output financially. Ooh, look at this. Achievement unlocked. Have 50 machines placed. Very, very nice. Machines. Where can I see my achievements? I'm sure I could see the achievements somewhere. Can't remember. You know what? It actually doesn't matter. Let's get some power. 1. We're gonna need to get 2 more. Thankfully, I'm mostly flush with cash at the present moment, so that's good. We need to get a source over here that is in processing. And then this will be silicon. What are you going to go down as? You're going to go down as silicon. That is perfect. Okay, and then we should be researching chip packaging. Package bonded chips for sale. Start research. There we go. How's about that? So input type is etched wafer, 3+ layers. We've got that. We've got that coming in. That's looking good. Let's get some more copper. 3,400 bucks worth of copper. You know what? Yes, we'll do it. Because we need 2, right? We need 2. We can see the recipe. It's a little bit small there, but it's 2 copper, 2 gold. So we need to make sure that we stay on top of these things. Right, and we'll get gold as well. Oh, chip packaging unlocked. Marvelous. Let's grab... Oh, I hear you managed to sell 100 chips to actual humans. Anyway, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's get 50 silicon coming in. How much are we doing for rent? 3 minutes, 20 seconds until rent is due. Oh. Jammed. Quick. Is this gonna uncover? The generator's power distribution panel needs reconfiguring. Okay, got it. What does that mean? Oh, right. We need to, like, do a little minigame thing. Sure. How about that? Hey, that wasn't too challenging. That was actually completely all right. That's good. Right. Do I need to get anything else in order to make sure that everything runs accordingly? Production goals. Chip tiers and wire requirements, 3-tier layers, 140 bucks. Oh, so this is what we sell for. So this is what we're currently... This is not what we're currently selling. No chip designs unlocked yet. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here. Wow. So what did I unlock? I unlocked the package station. Packages chips. Yeah, let's have a little look at this. Let's stop manufacturing or stop selling these goodies, shall we? And instead, let's go up to here. So what do you need? You need a bonded chip, 3 bonded chips, which we've already got, and then 3 plastic. Well, it just so happens that we can do processing, source, input over here, and then let's get plastic. Let's bring plastic in. That sounds like a grand old idea to me. I don't know where. I guess we're going to put it in right there. Brilliant. Okay, and then another little belt. Just so that we can kind of like visually see what's going on. Nice. Cool. Look at that. Produce a chip. Okay, so that counts as a chip. Produce an X1000 chip. Nice. And we're selling for 200 bucks a piece. That is really nice. You know what? I'm going to buy 100 silicon. We're always going to need silicon. We're also always going to need plastic as well. But maybe not that much plastic. So we'll leave that there. So produce 10 chips. We're well on our way to doing that. Research-wise, we need to produce tier 2 research. In order to get tier 2 research, we are going to need to nab another power facility. That's grand. And speaking of power facilities, can we do any more... That's a little bit too expensive for me. Can we do any more research at the moment? Wire bonders process 20% faster and use 15% less power. That's not bad. Factory floor 2. Add a second floor to your factory. I like it. Etched wafer plus 3 layers. Increase generator output by 50%. You know what? I'll do that. I'll do that just because that will end up paying dividends quite quickly. Etcher jammed from defective wafer. You know what? Let's have a little look. How do we fix this? Aha, so this is like a laser thing. So we can like transform the lasers around. Check. There we go. Easy peasy. Sign me up to work in a fab. Sign me up to work in a real fab. Also, there is these... I don't know what this is. This is like a... It's like a little start menu. Terminal, research files, snake. We got a little workstation in here. Breaking even, earn 10,000 total. Oh, so these are like achievements that I've got. Oh, and they're up on the wall. That's kind of cool. This is my mentor. Click for business intel. What do we got? Oh, we got some competitive analysis going on. Aha, and these are my competitors. Okay. That's fine. We're okay with that. Terminal. Help. Give me money for free. Research files. Temporal anomaly notes. Yikes. Okay. What about homework? Access denied? Okay. Right, okay. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. That is fine. Either way, I'm happy with this. This is looking real good. I need to figure out auto buying though. Like this is not a sustainable business model. We've paid our rent, 630 bucks. Next level is a little bit more than that. We finished up with our power upgrade. So let's get, I did see, yeah, auto purchasing over here. Etched wafer, 3+ layers. That's cool. I think I can add value by adding more layers of etching to the process. So I might want to see if I can try and do that. And in fact, that might not be the most difficult thing in the world to do. So I'm gonna just destroy, you know what, I tell you what, destroy this source machine. Yeah, for a very simple reason. We'll get a source machine up here. We'll get that swapped on over to plastic, and then we will get belts. I don't need to move the power machines right now, but I can quite easily. Oh, interesting. That like merges together there. That's kind of cool. Pick up that wafer. That's nice. And let's hope that we can get all of the junk off this area. Right, auto purchasing has been unlocked. How can I do auto purchasing? Oh, we get money for this. 300 plus 300 and then plus 15 silicon. Well, that's nice, I guess. That's fine. We're making good money. We are making really good money. What's the issue here? Bonded chip, plastic? What's the issue? Right. Looks like there is a bit of an issue. Oh. Bit of an issue getting in here. Right. Don't know why that was the case, but you know what? It's fine because we're removing this area anyway. So what I'm currently thinking, if we set this etcher to do... There we go. Move you over there. Move you over here. Oh, yeah. They've all updated to 75 watts. That's kind of nice. Plastic, plus 50. Copper, plus 50. Nice. Buy resources? Aha! Aha. Auto purchase every 20 seconds. Oh, research smart purchasing to enable threshold-based stuff. You know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Auto purchase every 20 seconds. We'll just auto purchase everything. I don't love that as a sort of concept, but smart purchasing is only 4K. Cycles. The input is bonded X 1000. Okay, that's a shame, actually. So that's these things that we are currently outputting here. Can I sustain that? Can I sustain that? Let's give it a little... Let's give it a little test. You know what? Let's just... Whoops. Let's move you. You know what? I don't even want to sell you. I just want to leave you up here. There we go. Is that going to work? Open tech tree. Smart purchasing. Is that it? Package chip. Ah, it's this thing. It's that one, not the other one. Right. Well, move you to here. Very annoyingly, that resets my research in progress. There we go. Oh, it's ruined my cash flow. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, we're gonna have to go back to here then. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? It's fine. Let's be more careful about moving the research facility then, because if I move the research facility, then it cancels the current like little mission thing. Produce 100 chips. Nice. It cancels the current mission, and I still have to pay an incredibly large amount of money, and I need to cover rent in just a little bit. Not to mention the fact that now we're paying for automatic purchasing every 20 seconds or so. Is there research that I can do with just wafers? Also, that looks like tier 2 research to me. Quality inspection. Defective wafers glow red. Yeah, but don't accept that. Let's move this down here. It's fine. See, okay, we're allowed to keep our queue there. That's good. That's good. Let's do quality inspection. Start research. There we go, because we can actually get that research done whilst we're here. Defects, 1 defect. Are we producing at a good rate? I think we're producing at a good rate. Process time is 2.5 seconds. Process time here is unknown. I don't know how long it takes. Well, 1.4 seconds. Okay, so we can actually support more. Is there any way that we can speed up the package station? We're due for rent in a little bit. We've unlocked that station thing. A little bit more, pay the rent, and then, yeah, buy as much silicon as we possibly can. Oh, look at that. Pick up that wafer because it's defective, and I think we'll get less money for it, or perhaps something else. Okay, 50,000. You're still at this? I was using my current assistant as a footstool this morning. Don't worry, she volunteered. They all volunteer. Must have been pretty miserable for you, though, huh? Yeah, cool story. Cool story, bro. Cool story. Yeah, so defective wafers. That is not good. I need more cash. I need like a lot more cash. And I'm just not getting cash at the present moment. I got a lot of gold, which is not bad, but it's fine. Let's turn you down here. Oh, no, there's literally no point. Let's get another market. Let's get another market. Only one market. Okay. Only one market allowed. Let's move you to here. Let's get some basic belts. And then let's get you up to here so that we can actually start selling. If we need to reconnect, we can reconnect over here. I want to start adding value. I want to start adding a lot of value to these facilities. We are still making money. How much does a single silicon wafer cost? A single wafer costs 35, right? And we're selling for 58. So we're still making money. We're absolutely making money, but we need to be making more of it. Yeah, so we need to have like production lines that just pump out stuff. I am happy with this process though. This packaging station is cool as heck. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. Unlock any tier 2 research. You know what? I'm going to say early goals disappear. Because, I mean, I think we've done the tier 2 research already. But maybe I'm just misunderstanding how tiered research actually works. Either way, that's us in a much better position. Much better position. So I still need to get this market moved over to here so that we can handle the bonded chips. There we go. Get this ready. Start the queue. It's like 4,000 that we need in order to do smart processing, which I think is going to be a big one for us, to be honest. Here we go. Rotate you down. Start queue. Marvelous. And we will still make money, and we are doing this research here, which is great. And that's going to be kind of nice, actually, because it will give us the opportunity to use up some of these resources that we have got oh so many of, actually. Let's maybe not go all in, and let's also go auto purchase off. Yep. Also, let's have a little look at the market. What do we got here? Package chip. Wow, look at that. 25 to 29 layers, 2,000 bucks. A programmed chip. So we're currently doing this. We're currently selling it at the base. Yeah, I want to start etching. I want to start etching more. 500 chips in circulation. Your little plague is spreading. I had to take a 2-hour spa break just to calm down. Yes, indeed. It's a hard life. Very hard life that you lead. Okay, let's get 25 of these. Let's get 25 of these. We are out of copper, but that's okay. Are we done? We're not quite done yet. We're not quite done. Tell you what, as soon as I am, the very second that I am done, we're going to turn this back around. There we go. Turn this back around and get back to processing. Lovely, lovely stuff. Okay, how does smart processing work? Auto purchase. Only if below. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah. Nice. So that's exactly what we need, right? Only if below 10. We purchase 5 every 20 seconds if below 10. Except we should probably bump this up to like 20. 20 so that we have like a bit of a better buffer. There we go. And there we go. I think I'm really happy with that. And we get 2% off, which is, I mean, to be expected because we're not really buying in very large quantities. But that's great. It means that our gold should eventually start coming down. Which will end up saving me a little bit of money, and there's, you know, not going to be a huge amount of resource that is just sort of sitting around. Silicon should buy itself whenever that happens. That's nice. Okay, let's look to the next bit of research. Auto purchase 20 silicon. Great. That number needs to be bigger. That number needs to be bigger. Let's say 50. To be fair, let's just say 50 of everything. 20 is not enough. And we get a nice little discount as well with buying in bulk. So that's good. Okay. So, research objective. What have we got coming up next? Advanced logistics. Is this going to be the ability to split? Splitters and mergers for complex routing, or indeed routing. I am super interested, and that is going to be etch wafer 3+ layers. Okay, let's not click that button yet. Let's not click that button. Let's move this to here. Let's rotate you around. And then let's open the research tree. Then we go to advanced logistics, and then we start. Nice. That is what I am talking about. That's looking good. Okay, and then as soon as we've got this done, I think we want to try and get ourselves basically another one of these packaging stations. Yeah, because then we can split this source off, and that would be just oh so marvelous if we could do that. That would be great. That would be really, really great. I don't know if we can get underground belts, though. Like, that's what I think I will need as well. Right, research is complete. So what does this give me? Nothing in belts. Machines? Routing. Splitter. So that works just like I would imagine it to. What about underground belts? Is that... Oops. Is that a thing that we can actually do now? Throwing belts. That's exactly the same as underground belts. Yeah. Let's get that right now. Because I'm gonna need to get... something to solve this issue. Right. Let's begin the process of moving the market right to the edge. Thank you. We'll build basic belts in here. Kind of messed that up. Have 100 machines placed. Achievement unlocked. Don't mind if I do. Nice. And then that will be done very, very shortly. We're going to move you, I mean, pretty much right up to the corner. Is there any reason not to do that? Jam, let's do pick chips with a vacuum nozzle. Place them in the matching slots. Like, what? What? I do not know how this works. I'm just going to do instant fix. Instant fix for 500 bucks. The little mini games seem to be very, very laggy for me. I don't know if that's the case with everyone, but for me, the mini games are quite laggy. I'm going to destroy this, and then wait for a few more to get processed. There's a little bit in the buffer, but that should take no time at all. Right, we're up to 10k, which feels really quite good. Let's move you around, and I want you to go here. Sure. I think we're just going to start with 2. I think we'll just start with 2. We'll get a package station here. Yep. Let's do... How do I want to do this? I need to split, right? I'm going to need to split. Great. I'm going to need to split. Throwing belt? Oh, it's expensive. Let's get you in there. Let's actually maybe be a little bit safer. Err on the side of caution. No, I need to move you down here, and then I need to move you back up, because we can't do that. So, you need to get destroyed. There will be a fix for this, don't worry. The good news is that we're not wasting cash. So how does a throwing belt work? Works exactly like you would anticipate. Okay, that's ideal, because then we just do move here, right over to there. We go here, we go split. Yep. And then we belt into the back, like so. Uh-oh. Error. Mostly things look okay, though. That's good. And then that goes there. That goes here. This goes here. And that works like so. Oh, whoops. I did that in the wrong order. Nice. Okay. So that's how we split. That's how it operates. And then an immediate jam. Really? Also, I'm going to merge. I'm going to put everything into a merger. Yeah, let's do this here. Take this back. Yeah. There is like a radial menu as well. Oops. You do not like it when I do that, video game. That's alright. It's a good thing that you don't crash. Cool. Alright, how's that looking? That's looking very good, actually. I still don't really understand this, but that's okay. And also, it is really quite laggy. There we go. Drop. And then drop. Great. Check. Complete. And we solve it. Amazing. Delighted. Okay, that is going to give me a lot of cash. My rent, by the way, is increasing very, very rapidly. And also, I have made zero progress on increasing the etching value. Fast belts, I don't think fast belts are going to make a difference. Throwing belts, don't think that's going to make a difference. High-speed feeders, that's kind of cool. Production analytics, I'll take it. I might as well. But then also, let's see. I'm going to rotate up. And I'm going to see if we can try and increase our etching value. Is this something that I should have done a while ago? Potentially. I'm assuming that we're going to be able to do this. Yep. Fine. I mean, if we can still etch, why the heck not? And then, can I mirror? I don't think I can mirror. Right. And then, you know what? Let's not chance it. I'll just do belts. Just do belts here. Okay, so that's an 11 etched. That's an 11 etched thing. Let's have a little look at this. Oh, it's blue. Ooh, how much are you going to sell for? 400 bucks. It's, like, not a huge amount, to be honest. $100,000, that's cute. Genuinely really cute. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good, but, like, that's a lot of extra time in production that it's going to take. You know what? Just instant fix it. It's literally not worth my time to try and fix that. Also, I think we need more power up and running now. So yeah, let's do that over there. Also, this is what we're going to have. We're going to have many issues with our etching process, which I'm a little bit worried about. We did just unlock production analytics. Yeah. What does this do? What is this? I don't know what you do. An analyzer. Okay, throughput monitor. Detects defect rates. That sounds like something that we could really do with, to be honest. Move that over there. Instant. And let's see if that gives us gives us a little bit of a better setup. It doesn't look like I can make any other flippin' heck, man. Solve puzzle manually for free? No, we need to go instant. We can't go for quick. So what is this? This is 30 items per minute. It's wafers. Unlock detailed statistics for defect rates. Okay, that's maybe something that we want to do. Let's have a little look at what else we can get. What else can we get for just etched? Efficient bonding. Wire bonders process 20% faster and use 15% less power. I'll take it. Is there anything that we can do to... show tree, Q more. Yeah, is there anything that we can do to reduce the etching failure rates? Machine reliability, reduce machine jamming chance by 50%. Yes. That will require bonded chips, though. You know what? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do that. We'll make sure that... Oh, for God's sake. Complete 10 research projects. Great. I did that. Let's move you over to here. I know that I'm going to have to pay for the flippin' thing again. It's annoying, but machine reliability, just get me through this. You know what? I actually just don't care. Instant fix that. And instant fix that. Okay. I like this as a system. I just need to be solving it, like, right now. Like, absolutely right now. We gotta deal with this. This is a absolute horrific situation. Solve 10 jams. I wonder if there's like a little process that I can put in here that will allow me to check the... Like, do a quality control assessment I've got all of this stuff here. Got all the routing stuff, belts, throwing belts, etc. We've got that all. So that's looking good. These things don't need to move. They can just sort of stay there. If I want to in the future, which I almost certainly will, I'm probably going to build into this space and then sort of build like another like little snake train of etchers. I think that's entirely likely. Now that I'm doing bonded chips, what have we got? Copy paste. I like that. Detailed stats. Yeah. Yeah. Track defects rates, layer distribution, hourly throughput graphs, recycler efficiency, machine overclocking. I'm very interested in that, but alas. Deploy drones to automatically repair jammed machines within range. Yes, but it requires a packaged X2000, and I don't think I have that. Factory floor. Yeah, I'm interested in that. Chemical production. That requires X1500, and I don't think I have those yet. Smart splitter. Buffer storage. Small 5-item queue that releases items on demand. Maybe? Design custom chip logic circuits. Cool. That is cool. Bulk trade analytics. Let's get that queued up. Let's queue up you as well. And let's queue up you as well. I mean, there's no reason not to, right? Like, I've got the ability to do that. The other thing that I need to figure out is, how do I make the X2000? The X2000 is 3 copper and 2 gold. What am I currently making? Oh, goodness sake. What am I currently making? What am I currently selling? What's the name of the chip that I'm currently selling? Items sold, saturation. Nope. Market. Here we go. I'm currently selling... What am I selling? Bonded chips. Etched wafer. I'm currently selling the packaged chip. I don't know how we get the programmed chip. But I'm currently selling the packaged chip. And it's got 11 layers. So that puts it at the X1000T. Right? Oh, goodness gracious me. Which is fine. It's fine. I'm okay with that. Oh, it's just... There's so many flippin' defects. Wafer destroyed in the machine? Yeah, we need to figure out a way to... We need to figure out a way to get this improved. Yeah, the chip tier X1000T. When it produces, when it's going well, it goes very, very well. I guess the point of this is that the more chance that we have to effectively defect the chip, the more we're going to have to constantly be monitoring it and staying on top of things. But the real question for me is, how do we make the other... Oh, wafer broke, too many defects. Oh, okay, that's fine. That is fine. Not much we can do about that. Jammed, yep. Unjam, fine. What we need to figure out is, how do we make that next level of chip tier? And that is something that I'm not exactly certain about. Mayhaps we can't even do it. I'm not sure. Wherever the answer lies, it is 100% in the research tech tree. So let's let things run for a little bit, unless there is any other sort of like tech that I need to get. Prestige. Okay. X1500 plus. Is that... Wait, hold on. Is that what I'm doing? Chemical bath treats 25 plus layer wafers to break the etch limit, enabling the X2000 tier chips. Okay, so that is it. That is how we do it. So we need X1500, and the X1500... Am I currently making that? Let me have a little look. I'm not currently making the X1500. The X1500 is 15 layers. So you know what that means? That means that we need to get ourselves a few more cheeky etchers into the process here. And I think I'm going to do that right here. Yep, and I'm going to delete you as well. We are going to wait until this building is completely free. Then let's move you out of there. Let's get you out of here and you out of here. And then, you know what? Let's just move all of this out. There we go. When we pick up resources like copper, it does go back in our inventory, I believe. So definitely a good thing to do. We're going to try and chain this together in a way that It doesn't cost me loads and loads of money. There we go. Like that. Perfect. So that's us up to what? I don't even know what we're up to there, but it's fine. Also, these are just basic etchers. I wonder if we can get better etchers than basic etchers. Right. It's good. I mean, it makes sense. I need 25, right? I need 25 to get to level 25. So let's cut this back to there. I need 25 to get to level 25. Let's just continue to do this. I have just paid my rent, so I've got a little bit of time on my hands. Let's do here, 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 and there. Fine, whatever. Move you out of here, and then we need to move you into there, because I can't move buildings that are, for goodness sake, can't move buildings that are overlapping, so I have to go like that. Then you are going to get moved to... actually, no, you stay there. You stay there. Because that's... I'm going to... I can't undo... I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to undo this and not waste all my money. Okay, well, fine. We're just going to have to waste it. So that's fine. You go down. Then you come back and go here. Great. Then we're going to get some more power whilst I still remember. There we go. We don't probably need that many power buildings, but I'll just get a few more just in case. And then take this back. There we go. Take that back. Take that back. And then I think we're ready to go. So the basic output is going to come from here. We're going to make sure that that is instant fixed. So that should lead through. Let's see if something comes out. It's a 25. That's good. Oh, we can fix all jams. Nice. I will do that. That's a nice little function boost for us. You come across here. Perfect. You down here, down here, down here. And then across the top there, like so. The output is going to go here. It's basically going to retrace the steps, fix all jams. Yep, I cannot afford anything else. Up here, and then in there. Nice. Actually, that's the output there, so I think that should work. Holy cow, that is a lot of cash, by the way. That is a lot of cash that we need. Yep. Yeah, I know. Right, I need to fix this first. Instant fix you. Yeah, work on instant fixing that, and then we can fix the other stuff. If I need to get involved, I will. I need 1,500. Holy cow, there's a lot of stuff here. Right, let's go... Where's the drone? Where's the drone research? The drone fixing thing. Oh, that's expensive. Right, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with that at all. Buffer storage. Yeah, there's still more to be done research-wise. Come on. Holy cow. Look at... I mean, this etching process is, yeah, problematic. We're also spending really, really good wafers where we don't need to in our research department. Like, that does not need to be done. So I'm kind of just, like, content to leave this as is for now. Is there any way that I can... There's literally no way that I can reduce things. But we do get 1,600, 1,400. There we go. We're getting 1,400 per wafer. So it is technically, I think, cost effective for us to continue to do this. But it's a... Yeah, it's oh yeah, that's a not a great position to be in. Solve 50 jams? Yeah, I feel like all I'm doing is flipping doing the jams. That being said, right? That being said, I have made enough money. Rent is due in a minute, but that's fine, I think. That's fine. Like, this is all coming through thick and fast in a very, very nice way. Plastic is still being purchased pretty regularly. The problem is that if there is one single problem in this process, I suppose, much like in real life, you're screwed, right? You're screwed. I don't want chemical processing. I very much want drone replacement. This is going to be packaged. Oh, that's packaged. Packaged X 2000 plus. Right. So not bonded. That means the output from here. Take that out. And then do this instead. So it will half our income. But it means that I can get the drones flipping repaired. Or I can get drone repairs to come and do this. And ideally, reduce some of my overhead. What's the issue here? Waiting for input? What's the concern? Packaged. This is packaged. It's X1500! Ah! Ah! Okay, I'm gonna have to discard the drone repair system then. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, bummer. That's frustrating. Okay, get that in there. Get that in there. Good. Instant. Okay, so that's off. We're off with the... We're off with these. Is there anything else that I can do? Is there anything else that I can do that I want to do? Anything really? Detailed statistics? Start queue? I don't know. Are we able to do... Yeah, it's bonded chips for... It's bonded chips for the... this thing over here. Yeah, fix all. Yeah, don't worry. I'm working on it. I'm working on fixing it. There's a lot of stuff to be fixing, and we do be fixing. Don't you worry about it, video game. I still kind of can't believe that it is this inefficient. But I suppose, like, 25, I mean, the chance, even if the individual chance is quite low, the fact of the matter is that there's a good likelihood that, most of these are going to go down fairly regularly just because of the fact that we got 25 of them. Like, that's a heck of a lot. That is a heck of a lot. We okay for copper and gold? Not really, actually. Let's jump back into here. 50. I think we can push to 100 now, by the way. I think we can push to 100. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to have larger outgoings, but we're also going to have proportionately smaller outgoings because we are going to be able to buy them all at once. And we'll get good bulk pricing deals, which is kind of what we're after. All right, this is looking nice. Produce 100 X1500T chips. That's good. Detailed stats we are getting through. We're still splitting this 3 ways. Is that something that I'm happy with? I mean, yes, but also no. I'm glad that we're making money. This is good. I'm glad that our rent is in a nice place. We should be able to buy loads and loads of copper and loads of gold in just a second, which is very satisfying. How do we program chips, though? That's the other thing. That's the other thing that we need to figure out. There we go. Chemical processing. Yeah, X. Chemical processing. Let me just double check. Is this a package? They need to be packaged. So that is this thing over here. So this is packaged. Chemical processing. Yeah, so let's cut you out. Let's cut you out. And then we go belts. Yeah, down there like so. Okay, fix all jams. Continue to fix all jams. I need to get drones literally as quickly as I possibly can because this is ridiculous. To be fair, I don't think there's really a better solution for us. Maybe the better solution would have been doing some more, like, Tech 2 research. Second floor above your factory. Maybe that's what I need. Energy conservation, fusion power. I'm super interested in that. Copy-paste. Nah. Bulk trade agreements. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Extended thrower, don't care. Express belts. It's not going to change the game for me. I need... Oh, there's a little AND gate there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, firmware design. I'm interested in that. Very interested in that. Yep, keep repairing. Keep repairing. Keep repairing. I wish I could go into my terminal and do, if error, do quick repair. Because that is quite prohibitive for us. The good news is, though, is that everything is running. Whilst it's working, which is very, very satisfying indeed. Right, let's let this sort of run. Let's let chemical processing fix itself, basically. And by fix itself, I mean wait until I can buy drones. And then let's see what that means for us, I guess. Right, good news. We're still technically solvent. We are still profitable, albeit barely. Boom, we complete the research. Happy days. We have got a processing processing chemical now. Okay. What does that give me? That gives me a chemical bath. Treats wafers 2 by 2. So, what the heck does this do? So we place the chemical bath. We input etched wafer. Fine. Output treated water. And the purpose is to enable X2000 tier chips. Okay. Fine. Fine. Via pipes to this machine. Pipes? Ooh, okay. So our pipes... Are pipes the output here or pipes output here? I'm not actually super certain. I need to get more power. Also, let's get this reconnected back to the old selling. There we go. It's good. And, yep, there's an error and whatnot. That's fine. But that's much better. That's good. I'm happy with that. Wafer broke. Too many defects? Yep. I don't care. I need to get power. I need to get another power facility. Keep on fixing the jams. So, chemical baths. This is actually quite handy because we can change this to an input source for chemicals. I don't quite know where we're going to do this. Actually, tell you what, let's take this back. Let's change this to an input source for chemicals. Let's change this to an input source for gold. And yeah, let's continue to fix this, but let's just take all of this back. We'll cure the buffer that we've got here. We'll get this all sold. Nice, 2 machines jammed. I don't care. I'm selling stuff at a good rate, which is fine. As long as I'm making money, I am happy. That's great. Okay, so then we want to take this out. We want to take this out. We want to move you to like here. We want to get this in. I don't even know. Can I rotate? Can I mirror? Click to place machine. Yeah, I worry that I might not be able to mirror this. Right, so that will allow us to add. So we add the chemical bath. We've got the wafer. We don't have the chemicals. Waste output is east. So this is the waste. Right. What if I do that? And now the waste arrow is south. Cool. Does this have to be the chemical input, though? That's going to be the million-dollar question. We need to move resources via pipes, don't we? Yeah, let's give this... Let's give this a little test, shall we? There we go. There we go. And there we go. Will that work? And let's also buy, I don't know, like 50 chemicals. See if that makes a difference. Running. Source machine. Doesn't look like it will. Okay, let's move you over to here. And let's just do a test. I don't know, like that maybe? Does that work? It doesn't really look like it does. Rotate around. Rotate around. Rotate around. Has that worked? That actually looks like it kind of has. No, chemicals still aren't in. Plastic. Chemicals. Oh, maybe they needed... Maybe chemicals needed to be belted. Maybe it's the output here that needs to be... Let's give that a shot. Let's give that a shot. What way did I have it? I had it in that direction. Yeah, so let's do... belts. I got rid of the... Got rid of the other thing as well, didn't I? The source. What am I... I've got 77,000 in the bank. I'm good for cash. Even if we're not making stuff at the moment. To be fair, I could pause, couldn't I? There's pretty much no reason not to pause. Source input. Yep, nice. This goes on chemicals. Unpause. Let's see how that works. Does that work any better? Nope. Okay. Right click to pick up. Discarded. I do think it's pipes. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it working now. Why didn't it work before? It was exactly the same, and yet now... Oh, maybe there was like a rogue item, like a bit of copper or a bit of silicon or whatever it was. So is this going to work? Is it going to input directly into here? It absolutely is. Great. So the waste output is going to be south. I don't care about that, but I do kind of care about that. So X2000 is what we need, right? And as long as we've got gold and copper, which we do, we can make it the T variant, which I'm happy to do. The X2000 needs, at minimum, 30 layers. We're going to need another floor to this factory, aren't we? We are 100% going to need another floor to this factory. X1000 packaged. Yeah, let's do that. X1000 packaged. Okay, let's see. So this chemical bath situation is quite interesting. So the waste comes out here, spent chemicals. I guess we put that into the recycler. Okay, you know what? Let's move you over here. I'm not actually ready. Not actually ready? I kind of am ready, but I'm not actually ready for this. Let's, in hindsight, get the second floor. We can still prep for this. But I want to just make sure. There we go. Out here. Up here. There we go. Looking good. Get rid of you. I just want to make sure that I've got enough space to actually do this. And it's going to be, like, quite challenging to do. Make sure this is all fixed. So it shouldn't take us very long to get the resources needed for the research center. Also, having a little look at this, right? I don't know how long it took to make... I don't know how long it took to... Excuse me, silicon? Remove the etched wafer there. Why is this not working? Yeah, there's... Get this out of the way. Why is there... Oh, it's the gold. It's literally the gold. Yeah, so sometimes the belts just don't like to do stuff. I don't know about that. Yeah, okay, lots of jamming. Anyway, what I think I need this second floor. I need the second floor in order to be able to absolutely guarantee that I will have the space to make this all happen. I think I can do this, but I'm going to need to get multiple chemical baths. That's the thing that I was going to say. 100% I'm going to need more chemical baths. I'm also going to basically need another... I mean, at minimum, right, what, 5? I need a minimum of 5. Yeah. Although if I want to make the T variant, I need an extra 10. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot of space that I'm going to end up needing. But I'm also not certain how the second story is going to end up working for us. Wafer broke, too many defects. That's fine. We don't really care about that. This is looking good, though. What I can also do is I can increase this to a rate of 4 per second. So we just max out the... We max out the input of copper. $500,000? Okay, I'll admit it. You're like a cockroach, and I mean that as a compliment. The board asked who you were yesterday. I told them you were nobody. Don't make me a liar. I hate being wrong. I mean, I don't really know how my competitor's doing. I suppose I could check on the stats, but I don't think I really care. I'm just getting on with my thing. I'm making my chips. I'm enjoying life. Living at large. Right. Do I want to... This is not even set up correctly. There we go. That's how it should be working. This entire time I wasn't even putting the output of the facility over here into the research center, which is exactly where it needed to go. Anyway, that's fine. I also wonder, maybe on the second floor, if it's the same size as the first floor, there are a few bits of research that I do need to return to, you know, that are just bonded, for example. Although I do wonder, if I do want to do a bit of bonded research, it is more expensive to do it with packaged chips, but I don't think I can do them, is what I'm saying. I don't think I can do bonded research with packaged chips. So I guess we should really have done all the bonded research when I had, you know, this doing the bonded input. It's fine, though. Just give me drones. Give me drones. Give me drones. Honestly, I need to be able to fix this. This is not good. In the meantime, rent is becoming ever more expensive. And I am ever more upset with rent. Okay, let's finish this factory floor research. Let's check out the second factory floor, and then let's get chemical processing sorted. And there we go. Here it comes. One more wafer. That's it. That's all that we needed. Beautiful. Okay, so that's factory floor 2. What is that going to do for us? Okay, complete 15 research projects. Nice. Okay, we literally just have a second floor. But how do we get resources up here, I wonder? MISC? Belts? I don't actually know. Do we need... yeah. This is what we need. Routing, lifts. Input expansion. Adds 4 input ports on floor 2. Okay, so that's kind of useful. I don't really need that right now, but let's do lifts, just because I know that we're going to need that. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, there's pretty much no point in researching factory floor 2 if we're going to need to get lifts. I mean, I suppose I could go and start getting things set up upstairs, because I can always just... Can I fix all? Oh, you're kidding me. I can only fix all when I'm on the floor. Also, I can't really see because this text box is in the way, but that's kind of by the by. It doesn't really perturb me too much. Yeah, that's a little bit of an annoyance. So we're going to need to get... I think in hindsight, let's do... Do I want to do chemical processing upstairs? I don't. Maybe I want to do wire bonding upstairs. Yeah, and then bring them down to be processed. I guess it depends on the footprint of these lifts. Let's finish this lift research, and then let's see what's going on after that. And in fact, to speed things up, I'm going to rotate this around. There we go. There we go. Probably something that I should have done a while ago. But I've got so much money in the bank now that I'm not actually worried about this. And I just want to so desperately get drones. Like, that is really what I'm after. So what I'm thinking, if the footprint is really, really small, like if it's a couple of tiles or so, we'll do bonding upstairs. Probably do research upstairs as well. Packaging we'll keep down here because we've got plenty of space, and this is already set up to, you know, be configured for a second packager if we need to. Chemical processing we will do down here. Etching we will do down here. But this bonding process, this is going to, you know, remove these 2 belts from our, you know, immediate vicinity. And that would be quite nice to not have to deal with. So if we can sort that out, that would be great. The other thing that I was going to see is input expansion. That's packaged X1000s. You know what? Immediately get that queued up as well, because we're going to need to get that. We're going to need to get that sorted in quick order as well. So what have we got? Belts, lifts. How do we do lifts? How do we do lifts? Is it in routing? It is indeed in routing. Okay, so they're literally tiny. So I think I can do this here. How does this work? Okay, if I go onto the floor upstairs, how does that work? Transport between floors? No, I understand that it's transport between floors video game, but like, I guess we need 2? Maybe we need 2. Right, let's delete this. Yeah. So how long does this take? How long does this chemical bath take? There we go. Cut that back. Yep. Good. Let's see how long this chemical bath takes. We're going to install some pipes. And then, for experimentation's sake... Yeah, no, there's definitely a delay here. If there's a delay here, then that means that we are not optimizing correctly. So, move you to here. We're going to cut all this out. There we go. Pick it all up. Refund $40. Yep, nice. I still need to get those upstairs, don't I? Oh, for goodness sake. you know what? Tell you what, whilst this is all running, let's do this. There's pretty much no point in doing this, though, to be honest. I've really screwed the pooch on this. I need to get input expansion upstairs. Actually, no, I don't, because I can just do... What am I talking about? I can just do this. I can just do lifts. Up. Up. Okay, so we can rotate them around. Nice. Something appears here. Great. Okay, that's a solution, a short-term solution. That's fine. Cut all of this out, because it's absolutely, completely worthless now. Well, to be fair, it was always pretty worthless. Let's move you again. Take this back to here. Rotate you around. Then we get a splitter. Splitter goes in here. Let's get 1, 1 down into there. Yep. And then 1, 1 again. Good. Good. And yeah, I think that should be fine. It's a little bit imbalanced, but basically covers the... I'm forgetting one very important ingredient here. Although it is very fixable. Very fixable. Thanks to throwing belts. Yep. 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 And pipes. Cool. Cool. There we go. There we go. How's that looking? That's looking way better. So let's see this in action. Are you out of power? You're out of power indeed. Copy, paste another one of you. Let's see all of this. Let's see all of this working. That's a defective wafer. What do you need? You need a wafer plus 25 cycles. That's probably a probably an issue with just getting the resource into the machine. Sometimes that happens, as we discussed. Here we go. This is going to come out here. This is currently a chip tier. The etch count is quite high. Let's get that into there, that into there, that into there, that into there. Then, tell you what, I've changed my mind. We're going to go up. We're going to go up. Let's get everything up. That's good. Fix all the jams. And then here, let's go basic belts. Up. Oh, I guess we go up like that. There we go. And then we're able to etch again. Have I made a boo-boo of this? No, don't think I have. We get basic etcher, and then theoretically this works. And we need to go up to 40 plus, I think. Is that where we're gonna go? Let's see. This looks, what is that? 4 times 5. That's 20. So we will do, that'll be 45. Oops. 45. Yeah. You know what? We should just go to 49. We should just go to 49 whilst we're here, right? I mean, I'm kind of bleeding cash, but it's actually okay. So this is 49. Okay, good. And then power. Yep, good, good, good. Bring them all online. Perfect. So then we get belts, and it comes out here. Okay with that. Not okay with the fact that everything is flipping breaking down every 15 milliseconds, and probably on the first floor as well. Yep, it's going to be all miserable down here. Yeah, we need quality control. Like, inspection is absolutely key. What's the issue here? 3 machines jammed? I know they're jammed downstairs. Output blocked. Ah. Why is your output blocked? What's the issue here? What are you? You're 40? Yeah, that's fine. That's how it should be, though, right? It looks like we can't get past 40. Requires an ion implanter to exceed 40 layers. Right. Okay, well, that's good to know. Let's get this all cut back. Let's get this all cut back. Get that cut back. We've got the resources coming in here. Let's do wire bonder. Yep. let's insert that there. And bring them across like so. Great. This feels a bit sort of like spatially wasteful, but we're just exploring with, we're just exploring what this second floor actually does. Cool. Okay, so wire bonder. This has actually worked out quite well. This is in a really, really good place for us. We've still have 43k. Jammed. Instant fix. Ugh, that's annoying. And so what do we want to be bringing this down. We want to be bringing this down here. So if I hover a belt and then place that down. How do I... There was a way that I could have told the tile. If I do routing, lift, down. How does that work? Comes down there. Right, well we need it to be coming down anywhere over here. So we need it to be 1 over and way down. 1 over and way down. There is a way around this. It's a little bit of an annoying thing to deal with, but it's fine. The ion implanter, yeah, we're going to have to just deal with that later. Because this row right here that we're currently doing for the gold is where we're going to bring down the... There we go. We're going to bring this down. And down there. Cool. Routing. Lift. Down. How does that look? Oh! That's absolutely perfect. Amazing. Just brilliant. Okay, how much are we going to make? How much are we going to make here? I'm hoping for big money. Treated. Excellent. Produce X2000 chip. 40 plus layers treated. These are... Oh, technically we can do input expansion with these chips. Not really over the moon to be doing a lower tier thing than that, but that's okay. Packaged X2000 plus. Let's queue that up. And let's split this up so that we can get some cash in the process. Now, here's the big flippin' problem. Oh, there's other problems as well. What am I doing with this waste? That is a bigger problem. So it needs to be taken out, and it needs to be recycled. Is there a... You know what? I tell you what. This is actually still very, very salvageable. Maybe. Maybe. How about that? Because this would... Actually, no. This is absolutely salvageable. If I move this back to here... And then I move this forward. Yep. Can't move it forward that much. And then we just throw in a recycler. Is this going to work in the way that I want it to? Processing. Recycler. Is that going to work? Is that going to work? Let's see. I've not tested having no belts in between these processes, but we can always move the splitter back if we need to. Right. That's working, that's working, that's working. We're gonna need to do some pipes to make sure that everything works accordingly. We're also gonna need to get that in there. You're gonna have to go in there. You're still gonna jump. Don't know why you're not jumping at the moment, so let's change that around. Jump over to there. Goods. How's that? Should be fine, right? Should be fine. Status waiting. Waiting for chemicals. Ah, we're waiting for chemicals. Plus 100. There we go. That's good. And, of course, buy resources needs to be on toggle. Let's get that up to 100. Only if below 10. Yeah, perfect. Okay. That is good. That all looks like it is working. I don't know why this etched wafer isn't bouncing. It absolutely should be. Okay, there we go. I just needed to right-click here, apparently. And then that fixed it. And then we need to go back upstairs, fix all the jams up here, which I'm sure are numerous. Delete you. Great. And get these chips going downstairs in order to get packaged up, and that's looking great. 50% of the chips are going to come and do the... You know what? I don't even need this anymore. Discard this. Discard and just immediately start work on drone repair. In fact, that is exactly what we've gone to do next. Let's do start queue. There we go. We should be able to process that immediately. Let us get that done. I do not want to wait for any etching. I don't want to wait for any etching. I don't wait for any etching. I want to be fully on top of this. We have a real backlog here in the chemical treatment process. I'm still able to make money. It's just slow. I actually don't even think that 3 is enough. Is there a way that I can do more? I'm a little bit limited. I'm a little bit limited in how we do this. Because there are issues, space-wise. Also, what am I getting for these chips? I want to know what I'm getting for these chips. Let's see what comes down here. Drone repair system is 2 minutes, 55 seconds of just pure research. I really don't think that there's any way that I can reduce the defect rate, is there? Maybe there is like an early game piece of tech that I'm just missing out on. That I've just not done. Is there anything else we can do here? Package the chip. Maybe I want to split this and bond half of these and then just sell the other half. That's not the craziest idea that I've had in the world. Because I could always, in order to make an extra little quick buck, we could always do a split here. Yeah. No, here. Yeah, split that there. And routing, lift, up. Yep. Fix all, and then head up. That takes us out there. See, that's fine, because then we can do this. That, I mean, yeah, that's cool. So obviously we kind of want to prioritize the inputs from the high value things. But yeah, that's not necessarily the end of the world. Oh, it's probably going to cause havoc with this setup, isn't it? Can I sort? Yeah, I can sort. Target layers. 25? Oh, we can do defect filters. Oh. I should be doing that. I should be filtering out the defect layers. Filter. Any. So left is 25 layers goes straight on. Above 25 layers goes straight on. 25 layers or less. No, 30 layers or less goes left. Yep. And then the rest goes straight on. Cool. Okay, take that out of there. Take that out of there. There we go. Put that back in there, like so. Don't know why. Don't know why this is refusing to work. Just give me drones. Give me drones. Okay, but I can do defect. Why are you not working? I can do defect detection with these sorters. That's kind of a good idea, to be honest. I think. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yeah, maybe I should do some defect detection here. Oh, I am so out of money that it's not even funny. Quick fix. Yep. Do that. Do that. Absolutely do that. And then downstairs. Yep. Everything should be going to the left. We should be selling. Cool. That is good. That is good. Fix that there. Nice. Quick fix. Good. Yeah. So maybe I should be doing... Maybe I should be doing defect... Maybe I should be doing defect checking, like, way more regularly. I certainly think I should be doing it up here. So if we do... For example... splitter. So we do sort, defect filter, 2 or more. 2 or more defects go left. Over 3 layers, under 3 layers. Everything goes forward, but defect filters go processing, recycler. That goes there. Okay. It's good. Come on, just get some more chips. Just get some more chips out of here. We're close. We're close. We're close to perfection. Why the heck is this not working? There we go. Finally. All I want is flipping drones, man. I need the drones. I need the drones. Okay, fix that. Even if it's the cheap fix, it's fine. We are low on the old cash. Apparently, I still get a little bit of pocket change if I... There we go. Go, go, go. Go, go. Go. Unstable jams. I don't care. Get them out of here. 1 or 2 defects. We're okay with that. 100% chance to jam. You love to see it, don't you? Also, I really probably should be selling these things. Yeah, I'm going to sell them. I'm going to sell them. There we go. Put that up there. Don't do me dirty like this. Don't do me dirty like this. Just go. There we go. Okay. Whew. Okay, that was really, really touch and go there for a second. Maybe I should just split this source. I actually think that's exactly what I'll do. Let's go split here. Split that up there. And then up there. Yep. And then over here. Yeah, that's a nice solution that I probably should have, like, utilized a lot earlier on. I mean, so my current setup goes through here, right? Through here, and then from here it goes up, I think, doesn't it? Or does it go down? Must go down. No, must go up. I literally have no idea where everything goes. But as long as we're making this work, we're good with this. That needs to be a regular fix, I'm afraid. There we go. Nice. If we do drones, we are sorted. We're close, but unfortunately not out of the woods yet. I do need a I need a detection system in here somewhere. The problem is, now that we are sort of so close to the bone, like financially we're in some trouble. Trouble is a strong word, because we do still have like a lot of potential here. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and like filter in. There we go. I'm going to try and like filter in a detection system of some sort. What's the issue here? Wafer broke, too many defects. That gets removed. Doesn't matter. Oh, come on, video game. You need to work with me here. You need to work with me here. Right. Quick fix, quick fix. This is still fine. Where do I want to put the detection system in place? I think like here. Yeah. Okay. Refund a bunch. Routing, splitter. We go there. We go processing. We go recycler. Get that in there. We go splitter, sort, defects. 1+. Move straight to the left. Move straight to the left. And everything else, press on. Yep. And then that can go there. And then we do not miss any of our current production capacity. Fix all. It's good. And then let's see if that ends up working out. So anything that has like an initial defect, we are going to really try and filter out at one of these really like early stages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 layers of etching. And we will check for a defect. Maybe we want to do another one in here. Honestly, kind of feel like that's a good idea. If I can squeeze it in. I can squeeze it in. all I need to do is move you out and then move you back in. And then we go copy, paste, copy. Oops. Copy. I can't copy that apparently. Where do I go? Recycler here. And I did copy paste this, so it should be to right. Okay, so more than one defect, we go to the right. Okay, let's see if that meaningfully improves any of my defect rates. Honestly, could go kind of either way. I mean, I think it will make a difference. I think, unfortunately, it won't make as much of a difference as it feels like we should make. How many defects we got coming in here? One defect. That's okay. It does mean that we're going to have less chips to play around with. Now, theoretically, I don't necessarily need to recycle these. It just means that I will likely have more defects if I choose not to recycle them. Here we go. It's working. It's good. It's good. This is really good. On the whole, I am happy with this. And in an ideal world, we'll be moving forward with a lot less defects. These chips are not the right ones. Why is that the case? Because I don't know why, actually. Where's my plastic gone? Oh, video game, it's up here. It's up here. My plastic is... We're backlogged. We're backlogged. So yeah, it's X... What is it? X2500 that we need? These are not the right chips. I'm going to remove them. Yeah. I think the issue is because there was too many of the incorrect types of chips on the belt, and as long as they're... Excuse me? You need to be sorting. Oh, of course, because it's a new thing. 25, 30, 30 goes straight ahead, less than 30 go to the left. Of course, because the thingy was deleted, wasn't it? The splitter was deleted when I dragged the new belt in. Okay, that's good. I'm liking the fact that there is no longer much issue processing this. This is like horrific. There's clearly like some visual issues with the bug with the belts. I mean, come on. There we go. That's better. Sometimes like you have to replace belt a couple of times, but that's fine. That is fine. Okay. So, I think that we are in a much better position now. We still do occasionally have the odd defective chip coming through here. But that being said, why are you not waiting? Why are you... What's the issue here? Is the issue that we now just have discarded so many chips? That could very well be it. That could very well be it. Also, no, that's not it. There's some stupid bug with this. There we go. Conveyor belt. Okay. I don't know why sometimes items refuse to get into the correct place, but apparently they do. Right, so with that out of the way, I think we are now sorted. Look, this is a pretty well-oiled machine now. Wire bonder, etc. excluded. There we go. Keep on going. Yeah, I wonder what the best sort of most optimal place to do inspections is, because at the end of the, we've got 3 chips going through here. I was going to say, I imagine 1 at least. 2 will perhaps get destroyed. 3 will get destroyed. Okay, so the chances are really, really low. I mean, this is kind of what we would expect, I think. You know, if we're constantly having to repair in the... Oh, there we go. You're going to make it out, and you're going to have 1 defect. Cool. That is cool. And then that bit of... and then that will be used for our research process, which is quite nice. This is just not working. There we go. Cut this back. There we go. Cut you out. I have no idea why this is not supplying chips directly to where they need to go. You are really essential, and I don't know why you've stopped either. This is why we need drones. Ah, tell you what though, this is good. This is really, really good. I do like the whole sort of like probability thing. Do you have a facility that pumps out a... Oh, lift destination, item blocked, drop to floor. What? Where is that? Where is that? Is it here? Yeah, I think it could be there. I'm not sure. Routing, lift, downstairs. Yep. Cool. No? Defect chance is 8%. Is there any way that we can... Any way that we can lower that? Lift destination, something, item drop to floor. Where is that happening? Not really too certain. I feel like here it's working fine. We need 38 chips there. That is a lot of chips, especially given at the rate at which we keep defecting. Is there anything else I can do in the meantime to make things work that little bit quicker? I mean, there are bonded chips here. I could buy another research facility and do research on recycler efficiency. Advanced material recovery technique increases recovery success rate from 50% to 80%. Nah. Material overdrive, drone repair we're working on. Energy conservation, fusion power, factory floor. Chemical neutralizing, safely dispose of spent chemicals from chemical baths. Okay. Bath effectiveness, reduces chemical bath processing time. Clean rooms create controlled environments for ion implanters. Okay, so that is that. Smart splitter, fast belts. There's nothing that we can do to reduce our rates, though. Our defect rates. Buffer storage. Requires bonded. Yeah, you know what? I'll do that, because that will allow me to get a splitter in here. And that can go over there like so. Yep. You're waiting to be processed. There we go. Nice. Nice. That's 3 chips coming through there. Very nice. God, these drones, man, they're so essential. They're so essential. Let's get that bumped up to 4. Yeah. Is this a good error sort of like rate? I don't know. It feels fine. It feels like this is the right thing to do. Still waiting for some more stuff to come through. We are getting rid of way... I mean, we do have less defects. Don't get me wrong. That's good. Lift destination blocked. I don't understand that. Where is that? I don't understand where it could be. Here? No? Here, maybe? Is that it? No? Not sure. Anyway, no, but the point that I'm trying to make is, yeah, there are a lot less defects now, but there are also a lot less chips being processed. And that's, you know, problematic, I suppose. Maybe I should be a little bit more stringent. Maybe we say +2. Maybe we say +2 defects. That will allow way more chips to get through, but it's also going to allow... Yeah, way more jamming to take place. But I suppose we do actually need to produce some chips, even if they are defective. Tell you what, though, the occasional big old X2000T is making it through here. No regrets about always using gold and copper to make the resource that I'm after. Yeah. This is what happens. This is what happens. I feel like... Filter, sort... Any default... Default direction. Default direction is left. Well, right, I suppose. But you know what I mean. Ugh, the fact that I can't, like, look away. The fact that I can't look away and I have to keep on, you know, monitoring the situation down here. It's a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. Wrong default direction. There we go. Pick you up. There we go. Much better. So, now we should... This is a broken wafer. Completely worthless. So I removed you. And now... Yeah, now, see there's this little gap here? That break... I don't know what I've done, but that is, like, broken... that has broken it by picking up the resource from the belt. So, you know, don't pick up resources from the belt. That's what I got to say on that matter. Right. This is looking better. This feels like a proper operation that we've got going on. I am slightly worried financially that I might just go completely overboard. I also am slightly worried that I might not get any value at all from these drones. Also, the other thing that I could do... What is this process? What does this process it into? Because, I mean, I only need... Technically, I don't need 49 to be... I don't need 49. I just need 40 to make it an X2000T. So I could take 9 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instafix. 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. There are... Yeah, stop. There are downsides, obviously, to doing this. So 5. 1, 2, 3. And then you... Yep, we'll do quick fix, but then I'll delete you immediately. We'll do quick fix, but I'll delete you immediately. Delete you immediately. And then your output is going to be to here. Yeah, so that should be... What is that? 39? It's still the right type of thing, isn't it? Target lanes. Sort. Why am I doing this? 31. Wait, what? Why is it 31? It should... no, 31 is correct. I have miscounted this. I need to be 40. 30 plus layers. No, I just need to be... So 30 does not give me the T variant. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. I'm not actually going to sweat the small stuff because that will still allow me to get this done. If I do show tree queue here. Yeah. Cycles 38 package. Oh, it's X2000T plus. Okay, so that will not go in there then. Which means I do need to get to 40. Oh, that's so flippin' annoying. That is unfortunate. So that's 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, I guess I was already there. C'est la vie. Yep. What can I say? We almost had it, and then we didn't, and then I redid it. So that's fine. I think this default rate is, or this defect rate is good. I don't think it's perfect. I'm really not happy about the issues that we're having chemical-wise. No power. That better not have just completely destroyed all my research, whatever that was. Can I do some more power upgrades? Energy condensers. Yeah, and that's going to give me bonded stuff to do, so let's do that. Let's do that. Also, let's set filter default direction straight on. Yeah, that's better. Because we don't need to be wasting those bonded chips, frankly. We need to be getting them downstairs. That needs to get picked up. That's going to end up causing an issue. Oh, goodness, there's always something down here. There's always something going on. Yep, okay, and then this is just refusing to go in here. Oh, that's so annoying. I really do wish that I had a way to automatically clear all of these defects, because I get it, you know, it's a balancing game. Do you want to have a lot of chips, or do you want to constantly be fixing all of these different etching machines? You know, but like stuff like this, broken wafer, worthless 3 defects. Maybe I should be... Tell you what. Let's do... Sort. Defect, filter. 3 plus. Go left. Recycle. There we go. And then I did see one slip through up top here. Yeah. so that's fine. You're not currently doing anything, but that's okay. I'm making loads of money, and that is what matters. Again, you've ended up getting stuck there. 50 processing machines? You're really committing to this delusion, aren't you? Okay. I've made money. I don't know how much money I've made, because I have so little cash in the bank now. It's actually not even funny. It actually is probably like a... If I was a bank and I was lending to me, I would feel personally very uncomfortable with it. I feel like I should have much larger capital requirements for what I actually have. This is kind of crazy. But that being said, this is fine. 3 layers. You know what? Go right. There we go. Defects go out that way. Fine. That's much better. Problem is, with this current build anyway, I just feel like I constantly have to be removing belts and then replacing them, and then that ends up causing other issues. Yeah. That being said, though, on the whole, I am, like, unbelievably super positive about this game. This feels really, really good. I love the main feature of this game being the, you know, the trade-off, the mathematical trade-off between having loads and loads of defects or you know, having loads and loads of chips. And we've solved literally just there 500 jams. That is cool. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. This is taking too slow. This is not going quickly enough, to be honest. Yeah, we've got not enough gold and copper coming through to do all of the processing that we want to. What a great problem to have. This is a very simple, easy to fix problem. As opposed to the normal style of problems, which are primarily fix all jams button related. That is ridiculous. Okay, so we have a thing right in there that I'm not going to remove. I'm not going to remove this broken wafer, because if I do remove the broken wafer, even if it does end up breaking the bonder, yep, there we go. That was expected, wasn't it? Even if it does end up breaking the bonder, I still don't want to remove it from the chain. Otherwise, it will stop inputting resources into the correct place, and that is not something that I really want to deal with. Right, ladies and gents, I think we are going to wrap that up right about now. Definitely in the sort of earlier stages of development, do not begrudge that at all. This is clearly an early build, but I am really excited about this. I think this is cool as heck. I really, really love the premise. I absolutely love what I see here. Cannot wait to see more. Definitely check out the page linked down in the description, the itch.io page. There's currently no page on Steam, so unfortunately I cannot recommend that you head over there. The prestige system is disabled. Yeah, we did see that in the tech tree, didn't we? Albeit briefly. What does that mean for us? I don't know. There are some performance issues. By some performance issues, I mean there are a lot of performance issues. Oh, also, there's like input things that you can have here. Oh, nice. So, Fusion Overdrive requires 2,500 packaged, etc. Okay, yeah, there are some performance issues. It doesn't feel like the smoothest to run. There are lots and lots of bugs, but all of that aside, really, really cool concept for a game. I'm really excited to see more of this one and follow it through its development. Anyway, folks, thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, is Orbital Potato. Get subscribed if you're not already. I'll catch you next time. Bye.